So here we are in the bathroom, and I can give you a quick look-see on how we can try to guess if polybutylene might be present. We'll go under the sink, and here's the shutoff valves right here. If these are copper, they're going to be very stiff. They might wiggle just a fraction, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. When they're PVC, plastic, or plastic, any type of plastic, PEX, or polybutylene, they'll have more give. You see that right there? That right there is more give than what copper would allow for. So that's just an indication. That's not a verification. And it's an indication that you need to look a little bit further, and let's see what we get. Okay, so here we are in another sink, and as you'll see, the actual pipe coming out of the wall, see if I can shine a light on it for you. The pipe itself is actually copper coming out of the wall, which can be misleading because if you just go by that alone, you think that the house is piped with copper. But a lot of times polybutylene has pipes in the wall that lead up to behind the sink, and then it transitions the copper so that way the shutoff valve has something rigid to adhere to, and then they'll strap the copper to the wall, but then it'll shortly thereafter transition back to polybutylene. And that's how, when you give it a little wiggle like that, you can tell that it's got more give than if it were just copper. So looking for copper alone, looking at the piping coming out of the wall, is insufficient as far as determining the kind of piping that's behind the wall. And we'll keep on looking. Sometimes we have to open up the shower escutcheon plate right behind the shower valve to put a camera in there to identify the polybutylene, or if it's piped in the attic, we'll see it there. Let's keep looking. Couple things I look for up here. Of course, we had the probability of polybutylene piping from the age of the property, plus the bathroom sink downstairs. The valve was a little loose, and that's typically indicative of either PVC or polybutylene piping. And here in the attic, it's confirmed. You see the gray piping right here? That's all polybutylene piping. And of course, there was a lawsuit back in, I think it ended in 2012, but there was a $1 billion lawsuit, class action lawsuit, that was awarded because this product is known to fail. And if you have this product, you had this product before the expiration of the lawsuit, which was in 2012, and you had a leak, you were able to repipe. After 2012, it's all on you. So this whole community was built with it, and the 4-point wants to know if that poly exists because it's a higher risk. And it does. So this should not be any different than what they already have, given that the last inspector did their job. Okay, so here we are in the garage. The water heater used to be right here, but they went ahead and installed an on-demand, which is a nice feature. You don't have to worry about the water running out. The piping here is copper, right? However, if you look right here, it transitions to polybutylene right there. That right there is the gray polybutylene. That's that telltale copper clamp, and this is a fitting that this copper either threads or sweats into. So there you have it. That verifies that it's in use right now. So again, this house is already owned by the current by my client, and they should already know that this piping exists. Should already be on their current insurance. By the way, their insurance went up from $17,000 to $27,000. That's more than a 50% increase. So that's why they called me out here, to try to get a new report to see if they can shop around for better insurance. Let's just hope that their current report also reflects the polybutylene, so that's not an added risk that the insurance companies were not already aware of. All right, so the client got back to me. Their current report does not reflect polybutylene, so all inspections they've had previous had missed it, and it was pretty apparent. So it's hard to understand how something that easy can be missed, but it happens. And this is why you need to hire an inspector that knows what they're doing, is well-versed, and can help you sidestep potential issues. The implications now are a higher insurance rate, potential for water leak from the plumbing supply lines, the polybutylene, And also, if they go to sell the property and the buyers hire an inspector such as myself, we're going to call it out as a repipe. So those are the insurance implications and risks. And now that it's been called out, the likelihood of their insurance staying the same or going down is very, very unlikely. This is why you want to find it out up front. This is why you hire us. This is why we come out and make sure we let you know exactly what you got. You can reach us through our website, homestarinspectionsfl.com. Take it easy.